Welcome to episode 64 of Take Over Tea. I could have prepared the music, but you know what? We're gonna prepare the music now. I've got a bunch of new listeners now, so maybe they've never heard it, and maybe they have no idea who you are. So while I'm looking for this music, tell the people who you are.
My name's Connor or Supercozman. I have a channel called Cozhan, Cozhan. I make very obscure videos that all link together. I've been on here a bunch of times just because it's a recurring thing. I come on every 7th episode. Oh, here it is.
There we go. I'm just gonna cut you off. I forgot to pause it. Anyway, go on with your intro.
That was my intro.
Just you are here. You make videos. Usually I would have shown your channel on the screen, but I was fiddling with stuff. Anyway, yeah.
Well, you can show it now.
I guess I can. Yeah, I could do that.
There's a new video up there.
I must have missed that. Wow, it's been a while.
It's already been 3 weeks since I uploaded, jeez.
I haven't seen it. It's been a while. Well, that's fine. I put in the wrong name. There we go.
Well, before that, it was like a 4-month break, so...
Yeah.
Okay. I'll probably do that again, to be quite honest. My video making motivation just isn't there at the moment.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm more focused on doing my book stuff.
Yeah, how's that going?
That's gone well. I'm about a third done.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that I probably would have finished like a first draft by now if I was doing it in draft form, but I basically do each chapter and then read it over a couple times and kind of make sure it's like basically a finished version. And then my plan is to go back one final time when it's all done. But like each chapter as it is now, it was like completely readable and like good quality. So that's why it's taking me so long, I think.
But you said you already had like a general outline of what you wanted to do though.
Oh yeah, I have like...
So at least you have that.
Yeah, I have the major story beats and everything that I want to hit. It's just like, you know, actually writing the good quality stuff.
So how are you actually, what's your plans for getting that released? Is you just going to throw it up on Wattpad? Throw it out there with all of the fanfics?
I'd actually would really love to get it properly published and like see it in a bookstore. That would be like just so, I don't know, gratifying, I guess. Like being able to go to a bookstore and like see a physical copy of it, that would just be sick. So I don't know anything about how to get a book published, but I guess I would
deal with that problem later.
Overcome that when I get to it. Because I think like there's book deals and stuff, but I think those are for like already established artists or writers. So I think if I like had a finished book and I went to somewhere, then I think that should go okay. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, ultimately there are there are services where you can actually get books printed, and then obviously the cost of doing it would be higher, but you could just sell them as like an independent thing.
Yeah, I think there's also a service through Amazon that you can use. Like you upload your book onto that, and then they print it for you for like probably either equal or more to what a publisher takes. So that's also
that would explain a lot of the garbage books on Amazon.
Yes.
Like there are like actual pamphlets you can buy that are just printed in book form.
Yeah, well, I found out that was like a service thing from the iDubbbz documentary did about Dax Flame, just like this old YouTuber guy, and he released a couple books, and they're like the only place you can buy them is on Amazon.
Well, speaking of shitty books, I haven't looked at it at all, but I know that like Ninja has a new book.
Oh no, How to Play Fortnite 7.
I don't know what it's about. It's a graphic novel. I'll send you a link to it.
Sure. Also, I have tea. This is a different one. I think I said I was gonna have this like in episode 4 or something. But I just haven't had it. It's like it's this flower thing I got from Happy Herbs.
I'm just drinking my boring Lipton black tea. I just sent you a link to a Google search. It's fine.
Awesome, thank you.
Ninja War of the Dominions.
Oh no, I'm gonna look inside.
I want to see
if
what this is about. I have literally no idea what it's about. It's part
Look,
of...
it's already a step up from what I was expecting. I thought it was gonna be how to play Fortnite. I'm not
Yeah,
even like
that's
lying.
fair. About Ninja War with Dominion. The great beasts have been unleashed. The war has begun. Gaming superstar Ninja returns in the sequel to the graphic novel Ninja, the Most Dangerous Game, empowered by the show of resilience from Ninja and his friends in the Keterung. A broadcasted battle royale game realm. Battle royale game realm, controlled by evil overlord Strigus Thule. The people in all of Thule's 1,000 dominions are now rebelling. In response, Thule decides to unleash his great Game Master's tools for all of eternity. Rather than use their remaining energy to return home at the end of their game, Ninja convinces his friends to stay and help him free the dominions from Thule's tyrannic rule. Will the tenacity, integrity, camaraderie that kept our hero and his crew alive in the first challenge help them defeat the horrifying great beast and Strigus Thule himself?
Look, I'll give it one thing. The art, not the cover art's a little bit icky, but the if you do the look inside thing, the art actually seems.
What side are you on? You doing look inside?
I'm on Penguin Random House.
There's a look inside thing there.
It's underneath the picture.
I might. Oh, look inside. Yep. Okay.
Like.
Yeah. I
They
found
clearly hired someone that can like actually draw, which is nice. It's not just some fucking.
No, he should have drew it
garbage.
himself. The art is by Mark Anderson and Felipe Magana. I don't know if that name's right. It's probably completely wrong. Yep. Show me something. Oh yeah, the art's not that bad, is it?
It's like actually like a nice has a nice style to it.
I don't care that it exists, but hey, the artist did a good job at least.
I wonder if like
They would have got paid a fucking ton for it.
I wonder if Ninja like actually does anything artistic because like he's just a streamer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just a Fortnite streamer, and very
Like,
cringy.
I wonder if he actually does anything of like artistic value, or if he just hires everyone because he's a millionaire, probably.
There's no probably there. There are Twitch streamers who are far smaller than him are millionaires. He is 100%.
This tastes nice, but it's kind of just like flavored water.
Isn't that what tea is anyway? It's just dirty water.
I mean, it is, but this is more so like water, warm water with like just a smidgen of taste in it compared to like, you know, black tea is quite a strong flavor.
Yeah. What was the flavor you were saying it was?
It's called Blue Lily, I think.
Okay.
It's
That doesn't sound like it'd be a strong flavor.
Nah. Well, you can like either drink it as a tea or you can smoke it or
I was gonna say. Of course you can.
Apparently it was used in Egypt. The Egyptians would like make like moonshine or just like their version of fermented liquor, and that they would put this in it and it would increase the effects of the alcohol, but it would also like there's also like other effects because it has psychoactive alkalines in it. So it's it does actually affect you. It's not just like, oh, this plant chills you out. It has like actual properties that affect your brain and stuff.
It's not like magic crystals.
No.
There actually is a I think 5 minutes from my place, there's someone who does crystal healing, acupuncture or acupuncture and what is it, like Reiki release or something.
Oh no, not Reiki. Acupuncture is like an actual thing, though, I'm pretty sure.
Like, yes, it is. Well, it is like chiropractics, but it also doesn't like cure literally everything.
Oh yeah, obviously. There's not really a cure.
Please don't go to a fucking chiropractor. I'm not suggesting you do. That's a very dangerous idea. Especially do not take your baby to a chiropractor. I know there's people who do that. It's terrifying. Or your dog. Don't do that.
Just go to physiotherapy.
Go to a
It's
physio.
much easier.
From what I understand, the only benefit... a chiropractor is about as beneficial as a good massage.
Is it just literally just like the same thing as cracking your knuckles, but like on different bones?
Yes, and there's like different schools of chiropractics. Like you have the there's like the mixed chiropractors where they'll use chiropractics, but they also use like modern medicine and actually, do something productive. Which they're basically a bad physio at that point. But then you have like the magic chiropractors who believe that chiropractics is the cure for everything, and like if you crack your back in a certain way, you'll like cure your cancer and things like this.
That's facts, though. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man.
No, I've gone. I think I talked about it on here a while ago. I had hurt my leg a little bit. I had like hurt the muscle or something, and I went to UniSA. They have like student physiotherapists, and you only have to pay $10 a session. So it's like, it's just like such a good scheme because it gets the students to have like real world experience, but it's also cheap for you. And like that, they have a teacher supervising them as well, so it's not like you're just gonna get like mangled by some student. It's like
TAFE does the exact same thing as well with like hairdressers and stuff like that.
Yeah. And so I went there and it was really good. And they helped me out quite a bit.
So what the uni should do is they should set up the exact same thing, but for like shitty dev jobs. So if you want to get paid like $10 an hour to build some random person's website, you can get a student to do it.
I mean that would actually be like good experience.
Oh, it would be,
because there's IT project, but that's kind of a roll of the dice if you actually get anything decent. But like if there was a program like that, that would actually be really beneficial because it's real world experience and it just benefits everyone.
Because right now your only chance getting any experience is you do really well and you get like one of the lecturers to hire you to do a job, or you go and get yourself like an internship or a junior position. But that look, I was memeing about it, but you know what, you've convinced me. That actually is a good idea.
I don't know where. I mean, you could definitely take out some bullshit from some of the courses and just incorporate that instead. I was gonna say, where would you find the time? But there's plenty of time that could be found. There's something in terms of like editing a video, like how you kind of go through once and you edit it all together and then you like revise it a bunch of times to cut out the stuff that isn't really necessary. I feel like this is just me being a bit of a dick because like I know creating a uni course is a lot more complex than editing a video, but like I feel like they didn't take that concept. They just did their once round and they're like, it's good enough.
Well, they just refresh it every 4 years, like, and just scrap everything. Because when we started, there was a different course the year before. Now there's a different course now.
Yeah, but even then, I suspect they just take like certain elements from the different courses that they merge together, and then they're just like, here it is. They probably still use the same assignments from like 20 years ago or something.
Oh no, not now, because everything's in Python now.
Yeah, but even so, the same core stuff would still be used because it's much easier to just be like, make blackjack for the 20th time instead of thinking of something cool and new.
It's not until you get to like some of the electives where they start doing cool stuff, like Atom stuff, where it's just like, hey, make an iOS app for travel. What is it? A travel app about Australian big things. That was one. It's just like the big banana, the big orange, the big pineapple, all that stuff, and it's just like make a travel app about it. Like, okay, and he just does different things every year. Yeah, like it's the same general idea of like make a simple app like that, but it's a different idea of approaching it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a lot more interesting.
Yeah, there's some courses in there that definitely did suffer in that respect.
But yeah, again, I am not the one that has to design the courses.
Yeah, that's fair. Um, what have you been up to, man? Besides the book.
I've been doing a lot of skateboarding. I got a new skateboard, which was cool. I got that the other day. I
Mhm.
got it like I went into the shop and got it like custom made. So I like picked out the deck part and like all the wheels and shit that I wanted.
Mhm.
And so oh my god, it's just so much smoother than my old one because like I had that for about a year
Mhm.
and it was starting to show its age. It's mainly the the main thing that was like wearing out on it is like the ends of the board
Mhm.
are a bit chipped and stuff now, just because like you know, if you like slip your board underneath you, it will go and whack into something, and
Right. Right.
just over time it has a bit of wear and tear. But the bearings in the wheels are the main thing that I have found that you need to like be consistent about
Mhm.
because especially because my board was a cruiser board, so I take it everywhere and not just skate parks.
Mhm.
And so it would get like a bunch of dirt and shit in it, and I didn't even know that you were meant to consistently clean your bearings,
Mhm.
even just like on a normal skateboard, not let alone like my one, which was getting so much more use in like dirty areas.
Yeah. Yeah.
But um, yeah, so my brand new skateboard was like smooth as butter. But I also bought some bearings for my old one because I'm still going to use that to go around the streets and whatever.
Mhm. Mhm.
And so I put those new ones in, and oh, it's just so much better.
I've never learnt to skate. I stood on a skateboard twice, fell off, and I was like, I don't like this. I'm gonna go back to my
No,
scooter.
fucking scooter dweller over here. No, skating took me like I got my skateboard last year in about
Mhm.
March or April, and I didn't properly start riding it until probably like June or August
Mhm.
or something. Like I would try it maybe like once a week and be like, oh, this is really icky. And then it kind of just clicks one day and you're like, oh, I can actually ride this
Mhm.
now.
I think we've talked about. I still have no interest in skateboarding, but somehow, I guess because you skate a lot, like it always comes up whenever you're on the podcast.
Yeah, it does.
Um, I actually did something fun the other day for the first time. Not fun for the first time, but something new for the first time. Anyway, I went rock climbing. Mate of mine was back in town for the because he works in the mines, so he's like out one week in the next. So he was like, let's just do
Yeah.
something fun this week while I'm back. And yeah, we went down to an indoor rock climbing place near here. And you know what? Rock climbing is a lot of fun. I actually really enjoy it.
Mhm.
I have a fear of heights, and that's fun. Um,
I haven't gone specifically to a rock climbing thing, but I've gone to, do you know like Ninja Warrior, the TV
yeah, yeah,
show?
yeah.
Yeah, there's like places that are like that. They have like all those kinds of obstacles and stuff. And so I've been to that place a couple times. I think it's called Base Camp. It's a lot of fun.
Rings a
And yeah,
bell.
there's just all these different obstacles, and there's like a rock climbing section.
Mhm.
And yeah, I really enjoy going on that whenever we go there.
So I was, I think it was like 37.50 to get the to actually do the thing because it was $25 or so to get the day pass. Then we had to get training. That was only like $5. We rented shoes as well. The shoes are fucking uncomfortable. Like they're so bad. So, have you ever worn when you did that? Would you have to feel like wearing like special shoes to have extra grip?
No, I was
I,
just wearing my skate shoes.
okay, okay. So rock climbing shoes. You understand the concept of like a ballet shoe, right?
Yeah.
So it's like very short or very, I guess, compressed toe section to keep your toes like in one place. It's the same concept with a rock climbing shoe, and you're sort of supposed to wear them like half a size too small, so you can like move your when you move your toes, it moves the entire shoe.
Yeah.
But God, wearing them for like 10 minutes, and you're just like, I want to tear my feet off. This is horrible. You get to the point where you stop paying attention though, like once you're actually on the wall, you're paying more attention, like where do I actually put my foot to actually get up this wall? how do I actually bend in this way to lift myself up? Like, there's some points where you can see what you're supposed to do, but you can't really get your foot in, like, actually in the hole to bring yourself up. You know that if you could, like, because there's, like, points where you have to, like, bend your leg above, like, a 45-degree angle to actually get to that point. And if you got it there, it would be fine. But just that first part is a challenge. And I think, well, the first wall we started on, it was effectively, like, when they train you, like, most places have a section that's, so all of the climbing sections are in grades. A grade is basically, like, how difficult it actually is. And the lowest grade they usually have is effectively what amounts to a ladder. So you have, like, they're rock climbing holds, but they're so close together and there's so many of them that you can't not climb the wall. Unless you're, like, an actual child, you can't. It's difficult not to climb.
Mm-hmm.
But once you move from that to some of the more difficult ones, you then have to start, like, thinking, and that's when it starts falling apart. Also, after I think I got to the top, like, 3 or so times right at the start. Once you get to the top a couple of times, though, and you don't work out much, like I don't, it becomes very difficult to, keep up the strength to pull yourself up. Because I think we were there for about 3 hours, and fuck, it is very intensive after that long.
Yeah, I was suspecting your arms would just be spaghetti by then.
Pretty much. Surprisingly, they weren't hurting that much the next day. But there was one thing there that was pretty impressive. There was a dude who I was convinced he was in, like, his 40s maybe. He was in, like, a muscle shirt, fucking absolutely jacked. And turns out he was 64, climbing, like, the hardest walls they had there with basically nothing but ease. It's like, mate,
What a legend.
I want to be in that good of a shape at 64.
Yeah, that's I'll occasionally see, like, at skate parks, just, like, these 50 or 60-year-old dudes that, like, just skate the bowls and stuff. I'm like, good for you, because some of them look a little bit, like, beer belly and look a bit fucked, but, like, there's also, like, dudes that are just, like, really lean and they've just, like, stayed fit, like, their whole lives.
Yeah, it's actually impressive. Like, obviously, if you're unfit by the time you're 60, getting like that when you're that old is a bit difficult. But if you maintain it, like Joe Rogan, for example, like, how old is Joe at this point? He's getting,
I feel like
he's in his
like,
50s.
Is he? I was gonna say, like, either late 40s or early 50s.
Born in 67, so that makes him 53. Like, if you maintain fitness like that, you will be fit your entire life. Obviously, there comes a point where it becomes difficult to maintain it, but it holds on much longer.
I feel like he could easily pass as, like, a late 30s if he didn't have his, like, stubbly beard.
Yeah, he's a bit wrinkly, but apart from that,
just get a bit of Botox in you.
Yeah, here's the money for it. Fucking $100 million Spotify deal.
That's insane. So much money.
Oh, speaking of insane, have you been paying attention to, like, the Doge situation?
I have not. I think you ask me this, like, every time. Like, no, I don't pay attention to any news, whether it's internet or real.
I'm sure. I hope you've seen this picture. If you haven't, it's even better. Did you know that Elon Musk was on SNL?
No.
So you don't know about this image then. I'm gonna send you.
Let's see it.
And if you're convinced this image is not real, that's good, because you should be convinced it's not real. Here's the image.
Oh my god.
So there was a skit they did on SNL. I don't remember what the plot of it actually was, but yes, Elon Musk was dressed up as Wario.
Yeah, that doesn't look real, but, like, I will believe it. It just
yeah, it's quite real. And there was one part of, I don't know as I said, don't know what the deal with the story was, but like some of the evidence they showed in the court was, I think it was maybe something to do with like Luigi cheating on someone. There was a picture of like Luigi with like a fucking censored massive cock.
Oh my god.
And hey, SNL, you might be sued by Nintendo soon, but
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Nintendo's really like strict about people using their characters, I'm pretty sure. I know for like, because for the longest time on YouTube, you weren't allowed to do like Let's Plays of Nintendo games.
Yeah, they
Otherwise,
had
they'd
a
either just like take down your video or they'd take all your monetization.
yeah, Nintendo had a program where it was just like you had to be in the Nintendo like partner program to stream any of their games.
Mm.
And I think they took like a pretty substantial cut of your revenue as well.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still like that or not, though.
I believe they're much better now because they don't seem to have an issue with what's going on Twitch. People are, or like with Pokemon Snap now, for example, everyone's fucking playing Pokemon Snap.
Yeah. I remember as well. I think it was like Persona 5. You couldn't place past like, I know this isn't Nintendo, but just like on the same topic of game companies being fucky. Yeah, I remember Persona 5 when it came out. People couldn't stream past like a certain day in the game, otherwise they'd get like, yeah, they'd get basically sued or something.
Yeah, Atlas is a bit, cause Atlas makes a lot of like very story-driven games. And okay, I'm looking at a thing right now. An update on Persona 5 and streaming. So when Persona 5 launched, we put out a set of stream guidelines I hope would limit online spoilers. To our surprise, we then saw numerous reactive news articles go up. I've seen many emails asking us to please change our Persona 5 streaming policy. So, because we want to give players the most access to the game while respecting the original goal, we're now asking players to refrain from streaming or posting video past the end of the in-game date 11/9, when the main story gears up for the final act. So you can stream most of the game, they just don't want you to stream the ending, basically. At least at this point. I don't know if they've updated since then. They may very well have.
I understand, but at the same time, it's kind of like, if people want to know the spoilers, they're going to find the spoilers out. Like, people are going to post that shit on, like, 4chan and Reddit and stuff. Like, I guess it's just, like, that kind of censorship thing that is just, like, it doesn't really work. And it just, from what I saw, it just led to, like, so much backlash. And it's, like, you say it's to stop spoilers from getting out, but I guess they probably thought it was to like try and coerce people more into buying the game instead of people watching it. But I would say, as a response to that, like the people that are going to be watching it to that point probably aren't going to be probably aren't going to buy the game in the first place.
Yeah.
Maybe a small fraction of people might actually buy the game, and I feel like, you know, the money that you're going to get from those people probably isn't worth the amount of backlash that you're going to be getting from everyone else.
Yeah, they have the same sort of guidelines with the with Persona 5 Royal as well, where they have a thing saying please appropriately mark spoilers if sharing story content. So if you upload like clips, for example, mark them as spoilers. That's fair enough. Include copyright logos for Atlas and Sega. Fair enough, yeah. Stick to normal streaming guidelines such as do not slander the game or other players. Well, that's no fun. I want to slander my game. I'm playing Crystar right now, and I fucking like rail on this game constantly because it's fucking garbage. Anyway, please do not make BGM videos. Okay, don't just upload the music by itself. Like, they allowed music to be streamed because otherwise then you'd be claiming game content, so don't just go and make separate videos of the music. And then, most of all, enjoy the game. So you can stream the game, by the looks of it. Also, don't stream past December 24th in-game, which would be the final chapter. But yeah, I get why game companies do this. Like, I'm pretty sure there was a similar thing with the Walking Dead games when those were coming out as well. I vaguely recall something.
I have a vague memory of that, but I don't know if I've just like made it up or not.
But yeah, games that are like entirely story based, I can understand the problems there, but people are gonna like the content's gonna make its way online anyway. You can say don't stream it, but it's gonna be there.
I get it, but also like video game streamers and video makers, I feel like are really good publicity because like I would have never played so many games if I hadn't like watched people play them. I know. I'm pretty sure I watched something that's like entirely story based is Heavy Rain. I'm pretty sure I watched like a whole playthrough of that, and I've still always wanted to play it. Like, even though I know the ending and everything, it's like it still is. I think I also watched like all of Walking Dead season 1, and I ended up buying that, and I've played through that twice now. So I think that kind of reasoning doesn't make sense either.
Yeah, at least most companies where it isn't story-based don't really care. Like, no one's going to say don't stream, like, Call of Duty Warzone, for example. There actually have been companies in the past that have done things like that, but that was, like, in the early days of streaming when there wasn't really a good understanding of the relationship that should exist between content creators and, like, the companies making the games.
Yeah, I guess I probably also didn't see the potential back then because
there weren't like any ninjas back then, for example.
Yeah, I know back then Let's Players would only have like, but before it really got popular, I think Minecraft was really influential in that respect. But before that, I remember watching channels that only got like a couple thousand views on each video, and that was like their entire audience basically.
Yeah, so Let's Plays are sort of responsible for Minecraft being the game that it actually is today. Like, it would never have been as popular as it is without people like Yogscast, for example. That, like, there's people online who are of the mindset that the original Yogscast series is probably what made Minecraft as popular as it was. Because nothing like that had ever been done on the internet before, and it's a massive series.
Yeah, that would definitely be one of the most influential ones. And I guess also those early Minecraft YouTubers, other than Yogscast, were also really responsible.
Yeah, Ant Venom, people like that.
Yeah, Ant Venom, Captain Sparkles.
Captain Sparkles, yeah.
Yeah, just those people were so responsible. And I'm pretty sure Yogscast were the people that got me to buy Minecraft, so...
Yeah, I think that was probably the first Minecraft... I think the like first episode in the Yogscast Minecraft series was the first Minecraft video I ever saw.
Sounds about right.
I did hear about the game before that from like people at school, but I didn't really know anything like at all what it was about. So like, let's go find out what this game is. Because at the time, I was just like playing a lot of RuneScape. That's what was taking up my time.
I think before I played Minecraft, I didn't really use my PC at all. I think I spent most of my time on my PS3 playing Little Big Planet 1 and 2. I think that's what took up like most of my time, like game-wise.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I found out about Minecraft in... I don't remember, no, it was in primary school that I found out about it. And yeah, I think that I played Minecraft so much, like just religiously. That was the only thing I ever played for like multiple years.
I've actually been watching a couple of Minecraft videos here and there. I don't know how they keep showing my recommended. Like, I'll see things like non-Euclidean geometry Minecraft and things like that, and I just fucking keep watching them. And now my recommendations are kind of ruined.
Yeah, I think I've watched a couple. Can my hair fucking cooperate with me? I think I watched the occasional Minecraft video, but I didn't get them recommended to me very often.
Actually, a lot that I do see are like the 2B2T videos.
Yeah, I think we talked about that one of the times. The oldest Minecraft server.
The oldest anarchy server in Minecraft.
Yeah, that's what it is. Speaking of Minecraft, I have actually been playing it.
Oh, you have?
That's what I have been playing recently. I bought a server from just like a hosting website because I was using Realms, but I found that it was really laggy and like for the same, I think it might even be less of the price. It was you get like a proper server that you can customize and put mods on and plugins and basically do whatever you want with for basically the same price. So I was like, oh, well, I want to play with people, and I might as well just do this because my internet's not good enough. I remember back when I first started playing Minecraft, my internet was like better than it is now, and I was able to host a server for like 10 people just off of my computer.
Oh, nice. I remember I was just thinking about how we used to host Minecraft servers at school. It was such a shit way of doing it. So, we had 2012 MacBooks, and one of the people would decide, hey, I'm going to host the server on my MacBook while playing the game.
Hell yeah.
It was so fucking laggy, because those things, I think, had dual cores and 2 gigs of RAM, which is not enough for a server and Minecraft.
Were they metal ones, or were they the white plastic ones?
The white plastic ones.
I miss those bad boys.
We did get, I think the year 12s did get MacBook Pros, though.
Yeah, my MacBook, the one that I'm using right now to do this, is as a dual core and 4 gigs of RAM. Now, I remember, I think it used to play Minecraft pretty well, but now with like all the updates and stuff, it struggles.
I think the last like actual just general Minecraft thing I saw, not like 2BT2 or anything like that, was actually the trailer for the Caves and Cliffs updates.
Yeah.
Which do look pretty cool.
I like, for the longest time, I thought it was already out, and so like when I started my server, I was like, where is all this new stuff? But I got baited.
Well, you can go load new chunks in when it comes out, or just start a new world.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's so much new stuff since I quit playing, because I quit. I think I've said this before, but I quit when like the full release came out. So I think like the Ender Dragon had just come out.
Yeah.
So there's so much new stuff. Like I'll see like streamers playing Minecraft, and there's like aquatic shit and all this. Like what is all this? What are these new blocks? Why are there biomes in the Nether now? Like what am I looking at?
Yeah, it's really bizarre. But like it's kind of dumb though, because this is stuff that all should have really been added back when the game was released. Like their update schedule is like just awful for like the amount of content that you actually get. Like, I mean, I can't talk shit because I don't know how hard it is to program Minecraft expansions, but like, I think I've talked about this as well, but like compared to Terraria, like their updates were basically on the same schedule as a Minecraft update, but a Terraria update would like completely change how the game was like played and stuff, because they just add so many new things. But then you look at the Minecraft thing, it's like, oh, Nether update, there's 4 new biomes, there's a couple new mobs and a couple new structures. That's pretty good. We'll call that a finished update. And it's like it took you like 5 months to make that.
Like when the end was released, you got like a floating island and nothing else. You got a floating island, a dragon, and nothing else. It's like, okay, sure. I don't think no, enchantments were in the game at that point. I was gonna say there might not have even been a reason to do it, but no, there were enchantments.
Yeah, and like I completely understand. Well, the stupid thing is like when it was just Notch, and like when he got like a small team after that, I'm pretty sure they were releasing updates like weekly, and then it became monthly, and then it became like bi-yearly. Or something. I don't remember.
To be fair, at least the Caves and Cliffs updates are gonna be. I know there's like they're releasing them. They were gonna be in like 1 update. Now they're in 2 updates, so it's the whole thing again. But
yeah,
at least like the Caves update and the Cliffs update are going to be big updates. They're gonna be changing completely changing the game.
It's gonna be quite different, and I'm pretty keen to keep playing when those come out. I think I seriously don't see myself ever like getting sick of Minecraft. Like I'll have a break from it for like a while, but I think it's just a game that I'll always come back to. It's just something that's like I don't know, kind of permanent.
Yeah, I've stopped playing for a very long time, but I've been meaning to go back to it at some point.
You can stream it at some point.
I might need to buy a new account because I gave my account away to my sister like years ago, back when she didn't have a job and wanted to play Minecraft, and I'd stopped.
What is it? I just went onto your gaming channel. What is this thumbnail?
Which thumbnail? The kangaroo.
Australia doesn't make sense even to Australians. What the fuck?
I've considered just... Okay, so with the gaming channel, like, I'm honestly probably going to stop doing the clips because they're starting to feel like more work than they're actually worth. Like, they're not fun to make, and no one fucking watches them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, I started the gaming channel as just like a way to chill so I could play some video games and I might as well stream them. Now it's starting to feel like more work than I really actually should be putting into it.
Yeah, that I think if you feel that way, then yeah, you should just go to just streaming it instead of putting in all this extra work.
Like, if something fun does happen, I'll probably clip it, but I'm not going to have, like, a consistent schedule.
You're not going to force yourself to find something funny every time.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, even though I've already been recording for, like, fucking 4 hours today, I enjoy, like, recording the main channel stuff. Like, I did 3 videos earlier today. I've got another one to do after this, actually. I find that fun to do. I don't know why. And streaming's just generally fun as well, because I don't know what it is about streaming. There's just something weird about having a bunch of people there just watching you do something. It's like, why are you here? Go do something.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. It's
I haven't watched
strange.
one of your videos for like a long time, so just like looking at these thumbnails, it's just I love them. They're so good.
I've had a couple of people be like, "Oh, your thumbnails are cringe." Like, okay, just close your eyes then. I don't care.
That's cringe, bro.
A lot of people in the Linux community like to say cringe a lot. Think that's
Your
like
thumbnails-
a good argument for anything.
Your thumbnails are like nowhere near cringe. It's like if I see one that's like, oh, that's a little bit cringy, it's like it was obviously meant to be.
Yeah, I'm not doing the like. I'm not unironically doing like just like the big pog faces on everything.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. No, I like where my thumbnails are at right now. I think there is a good balance between the amount of effort they take and the how good they come out. I'm still like experimenting with new stuff with them as well, just like, hey, maybe I should have something in the background behind me, or maybe I should do some other things. Maybe I should like just fucking do a couple of shots before I do the thumbnails and see how that goes.
Well, just compared to how they used to be.
Well,
there's only room for improvement.
Only room compared to like we go really old.
Oh my god! Like I'm not even talking about the shed era because
Don't hate on the shed.
Gonna be bad. But like some of these thumbnails, there's so much text on it. I'm like, I feel so overwhelmed. Like polybar, an almost complete look at configuration. It fills the whole fucking thing.
Oh, you think that one's bad? One of my most popular videos. Let's see if we can find. Oh god, it's so. There's so much text on here.
These are really bad, and it's also like the background is still really busy because it's not blurred enough, so it's like hard to read.
It's an email from work. No, I don't want to work. Go away. Yeah, no, I know exactly how you feel. That's exactly why I stopped doing them like that. They're just.
But we move a bit further down. Once you start showing your face, I think that's actually when they got really good.
Oh, this is in the... Wait, have I been living in this room for that long? Wow, that's it. That's surprising. No, I didn't even realize how long That's 30... Why is that at 30 minutes long? Gross. Here's one. It's like, there's so much text. that maybe I should go look at that old video and be like, wow, this old video is bad. If you think your old videos are good, you're not improving. That's that's how I feel about that. But yeah, I know what you mean. There's so much fucking text.
At least your top like 5 aren't too bad.
Really? I thought there were. Oh,
like they're readable.
Oh no, no, the ZSH one. Oh my ZSH, here's why you don't need this fucking manager. And it's just like, well, that's too many words.
Oh no, that is awful.
27,000 views though. What the fuck? I hate it. I hate it. Because I've looked back at that video and it's such a bad video.
Yeah, I look back at mine and there's like, I think there's really good comedy moments in there, but just like overall the video is just like, this is garbage.
Yeah. I've had people say to me like, oh no, your old videos are good. Like, I don't care what you say to me. Like, they're not good. Like, I know what I can do now, and I know if I was, approach that again now, there are so many ways I could improve it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, yeah, as I was saying, that's where anyone really should be. If you actually respect the content you make, like, you should think your old stuff, like, it's not, you don't have to hate it, but you should think that you can definitely do it better now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think, I mean, other than, like, the blatantly bad videos, like, I guess your shed videos.
No, don't hate on the shed is hype. Don't hate on the shed. No,
it's like, I don't think you should hate on your old videos, but you should definitely, yeah, just be like, oh, this has space to grow.
I've had a couple of people who are just fucking trolling me at this point. Be like, hey, when are you going to do another anime review? It's like, stop. Stop. I'm not doing that.
I love this one. I'm done with open shot.
No, I'm still done with open shot. It's still shit.
The thumbnail is so bad. It's just black. Okay, wait.
I think I know the one you're talking about, but I'm blanking on it. No, I know that. I know why that happened. It's because there was a thumbnail I saw. There was a thumbnail I saw that looked very similar to that. I just didn't do it well. That's where a lot of my ideas came from. Like, I saw someone, like some bigger channel doing something, and I would like try to emulate the style, but I didn't know how to use image editing software, and would produce something that just looked really, really bad. And that's how you got this.
Yeah, these early, like, just your face on the shed, I prefer that to, like, some of your attempts to make thumbnails. Like,
yeah, might be onto something there.
What is this one? This is disgustingly bad.
Oh, I know.
What is that background?
I was yeah, there was another, as I said, there was someone else who had a background on their thumbnails, and I was trying to copy it, and I just didn't know what I was doing. And I'd seen like Reddit videos before, and I sort of understood the idea of how to do like a Reddit video thumbnail, and I just fucked it up so badly. I don't know what I was doing there. Like, the text should have been so much bigger. I know how it could be improved now. You pick one of these, focus on one, like, section of the text, make that take up a big portion of it. That's how you do it, not whatever this was.
Yeah, like, I can't read those. I'm just looking at boxes with unreadable text with a disgusting background. This fucking Reddit isn't even centered properly.
Is it?
Well,
oh no, it's not.
It's not comparatively centered. Like, the heart is.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
The eye compared to the Reddit symbol isn't in the center, which annoys me.
Yeah,
that's something, like, I know our channels are like completely different, but that's something I'm really.
Holy shit! No, I just looked at my face.
There's something I'm really glad about is that, like, my early thumbnails still are very consistent with my current ones.
I hopped into YouTube not having any idea what to do. I sort of I speed run through the like past like 15 years of awful YouTube content. I went from 2006 where there was no effort in trying thumbnails, and eventually moved up to like modern times within the span of like a year and a half.
I guess that's like something that's different. Is like I have been making YouTube videos since like 2008 or
Hmm.
something. Like, I'm gonna check actually. I want to see when my first video was made.
Like
Uh,
the school video.
no, it's not that one. It's one of my Lego animations, I think.
Lego animation. I think you show me that one.
I made this in 2010. This was
Wow.
my first video.
Well, I've
Uh,
done videos in the past. I just never did videos remotely seriously.
this was made before you could even do thumbnails. So
Oh wow. And it's actually not the worst thumbnail, to be honest, from what it auto-generated. Okay. Do you have any music on this? I'm gonna mute it anyway.
I don't think so. This animation is not very good quality, but some of my later ones actually are like half decent.
Wow,
For
there's
me
actually
being like,
it's not bad. I
wait,
love
I'll
that the
show.
lighting's not consistent though.
Oh yeah, that was like before I got lighting and everything. I'll find one that actually has
Were you
like
using just
half.
wait, hold up a second. Did I just see a hand left in a shot?
Probably.
Go to 30 seconds. Yeah, there's a frame in there where you had a hand in the background.
Yeah, I see it.
That's beautiful. Yeah, this isn't bad. For what how old would you have been at the time?
11, 10 or 11.
For a 10-year-old's attempt at animation, it's not horrible. Wait, would you the camera seems remotely consistent. Were you doing that with a tripod or something?
Probably. Because like my dad works, oh,
Ah.
still works, but he worked at the art division of uni, so like he had access to tripods and stuff.
Right, okay. Because it's not perfect. It moves a little bit, but it's not like completely different every single shot. So it seems like you either had like a book there that you were using to prop it up on, or like a tripod.
Yeah, like I think this one is actually like half decent. Like the animation is a lot better in this one.
Ed and Fred. Ed and Fred. Yep.
There's still like a little bit of inconsistent lighting, but the camera is like still. It's
Oh, that video looks so bad though.
the quality is really
Yeah.
awful.
The lighting's more consistent. Actually, I prefer the other one, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's because like I filmed a lot of these at nighttime with like glaring lights, so that's probably why it looks so.
Yeah, that would wash it out because it's clearly not a good camera in the first place.
No, I'm pretty sure it was a webcam or something that I was using.
That would explain it. Probably
But
like
those-
a 2010 webcam at best. Yeah, no.
Probably not 2010, but that channel is my first channel that I made everything on, and so it goes from Lego animations and Lego reviews to gaming videos to archives of my old live action things that I did.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I never got this into making videos. I've had channels in the past, but I'd make like 3 videos and then give up. Like I did a couple like RuneScape tutorials, for example.
Well, I did all the Lego videos before I went to high school, but once I got to high school, I started making the gaming stuff. And I have another channel, which is this one, which has some like actual kind of decent quality gaming stuff on it. But I used to have
XX Supercozman XX.
Yeah.
How old are you? I just need to understand.
I think this was in year 8 or 9.
Okay, that's
that
respectable.
I did this.
I was gonna say if you were any older than that.
But what was I saying? Yeah, I had a bunch of videos on here that I deleted, and I also had another channel that I think is just gone entirely. No, it was on. Fuck, was it on Mega Egg? Was it on Super?
Wait, Fallout 4 is that old? What? Wait,
Far Cry 4, you fucking stooge.
Far Cry 4 is that old?
Apparently.
I didn't realize that. Wow, I remember playing Far Cry 3 like I thought because a couple of years ago, but I played it on
Bro, I
like
played
within the
Far
first
Cry
year.
3 like last year, bro.
Yeah, me good. I'm good. So old.
That's when it first came out.
Yeah, there you go. Now I've looked at like the release dates, like the PS4 and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, that's fucking ages ago, isn't it? I was in high school, like early high school.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Time is weird. I've got shitload of
Speaking
tabs
of
open.
time,
Yes.
I probably have to go in a minute.
Okay.
So I guess we'll wrap it up.
Actually, I've got one last amusing thing to talk about.
Sure.
This one right here. I know you don't look much into news, but this is fucking hilarious. So, Signal decided to troll the absolute hell out of Facebook. So they decided to run an ad campaign on Facebook where instead of showing like a good, like, not good, just instead of showing an ad, what they did is just fed back the data that was being used to target you into the ad. So it would just tell you how Facebook is targeting you.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
So we got things like, you got this ad because you're a teacher, but more importantly, you're a Leo and single. This ad used your location to see you're in Moscow, you like to support sketch comedy, and this ad thinks you do drag.
I like that.
And Facebook was not happy about this, and instead of doing like anything, you know, like, oh, okay, maybe it's a problem that we collect all this data. No, they decided to like switch it back on Signal. They were like, yeah, but like Signal, they're targeting you based on your sexuality. So, it's like, no, Facebook, you're the ones collecting the data. You can't like get out of this by just saying they're the ones who do it.
I mean, for the majority of people, they can get away with saying that because people are like dumb and don't understand.
It's like a play that Uno switcheroo card.
Think about how many like brain dead people use Facebook. Think about how many people copy pasted. My account is not compromised. I don't give Facebook my permission to use my photos and shit. And it's like you literally did when you signed up to use the fucking platform. Like,
I am a sovereign citizen. This is not within the U.S. Constitution. Therefore, you are not allowed to force me to wear a mask.
Oh no. Dear, oh dear.
God, people are dumb. This did lead to Signal getting their ad account banned for obvious reasons. Because Facebook is not very happy about it.
Poor Signal.
Poor Signal. It's fucking hilarious though. I love it.
In terms of channel that I want to shout out, I haven't really been watching much YouTube recently, but I guess I've been watching Sean Head. I like her videos. They're very
Sean Head in God knows how long.
She has a new series called Hell World, and it's just like so depressing to watch because it's just like 40-minute long videos of just like fucked shit that's been happening.
Jeez, I when did I last watch Sean Head? Like, actually, I'm gonna try to find a video I actually did watch from Sean Head. I'm gonna say maybe one of these ones from like 2 or so years ago, maybe. It's been a long time. That's all I can say.
She's like definitely evolved from who she was previously, and I think I like her a lot more now because like she's primarily she's like a political YouTuber, but I like people that when it comes to politics they talk about individual policies and ideas instead of picking one or the other side because it's like counterproductive, like, and it's like identity politics. People care, especially like Hillary versus Trump, that had like nothing at all to do with their policies and stuff, aside from like the people that kind of understood it. It was more so just like the media hyping people up to like hate these people, and then you have to like pick one when it's really not about that. You should be picking them based on how your political ideas and stuff
Yeah, yeah.
work.
Fair enough.
Which again is just like a problem with like a two-party system.
Mm.
It really should be a kind of more open platform where you can vote individually for different policies and stuff. But that's a bit of a can of worms to open at the end of a podcast.
Well, I'll go with something a bit more fun then, that you can just turn your brain off and watch. I'm gonna say, go watch Dashcam Owners Australia.
Yes, I have a bunch of those in my watch later. I haven't watched the last 3 months, but I'm keen to watch them.
It's not as crazy as like some of the Russian Dashcam videos, but it's still enough to like make you sit down for a moment and be like, oh, that just happened, did it? Oh, okay. I cannot confirm nor deny whether some people have died while being in these videos, but it's very possible.
I think the majority of clips they show are very like they didn't die at all, but there's like one or two in each compilation of the month where you're like, could that person have died? Because they like cut it before it shows anything. But they're really good, and I haven't found anyone that doesn't like them. So if you find like if you're at somewhere and you're sharing videos or whatever, chucking one of those on is usually a really good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. We're only an hour now, so I think I'm gonna continue it on for the for another maybe half hour or so. So let people know where you can find you, and I'm gonna just continue on with this.
My YouTube channel is Cozhan, and then everywhere else I'm Supercozman.
Cool. There'll be links to your stuff in the description down below.
Thank you for having me on again. Next time we will do a longer podcast.
For sure. Well, I probably should end it because I actually do have stuff I need to do, but fuck it. I'm not working tonight. I'll just finish later.
Good idea.
Talk to you later, man.
I'll leave by saying what's something good to say. Hashtag Alex Jones gang.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Talk later, man. Okay, my template is going to be broken, so I'm going to stop the recording and we'll restart it in just a moment. Okay, so everything seems to be working again. I'm going to go back to that signal topic for just a bit, because there was some more I did want to say about that. So, yeah, I know Linus Tech Tips did talk about this fairly recently as well. Okay, that broke all of my things. Okay, there we go. I'm not going to do any more setup. So this is absolutely terrifying. I think we're also going to do a video on this as well. This is fucking terrifying. It actually does do a really good job at showing what Facebook is actually tracking about you. Now, I can see why Facebook decided they did not like they did not like Signal doing this, but there's no way that Facebook can just be like, oh yeah, hey, you're not allowed to show people this data. That's our data. And it's pretty crazy, like some of the stuff they show. Like, oh, you got this ad because you're a GP, so they know your job. That's not that crazy. Actually, no, that's not a great one. Oh, here's a good one. You got this ad because you're a K-pop loving chemical engineer. Now, both those you probably see on Facebook, and this ad used your location to see you're in Berlin. Now, this is where it gets kind of weird. You have a new baby and just moved, and you're feeling those pregnancy exercises lately. It's obvious how Facebook actually has this information, but seeing it shown back to you is really strange. And I kind of want to see what it actually knows about me, because I I just put like random shit out there. It's probably got like some weird profile about me that's not exactly anywhere near correct, because I just like dick around trying out different things. So it's probably gonna think I'm like some absolute fucking mental case. But even so, I try to avoid Facebook in the first place. And this is actually a pretty good reason, or pretty good advertisement for things like uBlock Origin and the tracker blocker built into Edge, that I think is going to encourage more people to actually try it out. Now, this campaign I think only lasted for maybe like a couple of days before they got shut down. I don't know exactly how long it lasted, but hopefully long enough where people actually did, I guess, see some of the ads and get some effect from it. And this is just Facebook and Instagram. I'm sure other services like Twitter are just as bad. And Amazon, maybe not. Actually, maybe Amazon will be more so, because Amazon has a very, very clear understanding of everything you've ever bought. So maybe they'd have an even better understanding of who you are. And if you combine that data set, this is where it gets really scary, is what happens when Facebook has a data leak. All this information, like a almost perfect profile of a lot of people, is going to just be completely out there, and they can do anything they could ever want with it. In some cases, having like a good understanding of relatively personal things, like if you're, say, reading parenting blogs and you're thinking about LGBTQ adoption, like that's a pretty personal thing. And while, you know, knowing the city you're in isn't super personal, I guarantee that Facebook's not just taking your, like, general city. If they have GPS access, they're taking, you know, more like your latitude and longitude. They might not be allowed to do it, but I guarantee that they are accessing that data if they have access to it. So this is actually kind of terrifying. Obviously, everyone already sort of has, like, a implicit understanding of the information that's being tracked, but seeing it shown back to you is a very different idea. Something I do want to talk about. It's not a new thing by any means, but I kind of want to talk about it because it's fucking hilarious. So there is a comedian in Australia called Alex Williamson, who is no stranger to controversy. So obviously Lewis Spears is fucking mental, trolling the entire Australian media, but Alex Williamson, or Shooter Williamson, he recently got dropped from some comedy festivals after denying some abuse allegations that happened. That's not what I want to talk about, but I haven't looked too much into this one. What I want to talk about was something a bit more amusing, where he was almost glassed during a set. So I think this would have been in the one of the few sets he did last year. So he's an Adelaide-based comedian, and because he's Adelaide-based, that meant he could do shows while no one else could. Which is good, because he's a great comedian. Fucking crazy person, but great comedian. So I'm going to show you this clip. Here we go. Hopefully you should be able to hear it. You cannot hear it, because for some reason, my audio is not being picked up inside of OBS. Let's see. Not advanced audio properties. We want to go properties. Oh, that's trying to pick up audio from my mixer. That's why. Yeah, there we go. Now you can hear it. Okay, here we go. Just brace yourself for Alex Williamson just absolutely blowing up.
Why you're raised like a fucking cunt, but guess what? I'm glad they're fucking dead, so they didn't get to see their son evolve into such a fucking useless sack of shit.
Let's skip it. Yeah, here we go.
Get the fuck out, cunt.
So someone was basically heckling him during a show, and he just fucking lost it with them.
Get the fuck out, you stupid cunt. Walk the fuck away, cunt.
Now he's
walk the fuck away.
Basically getting
cunt.
Almost a fight with him, but he knows he has security, so like he knows he has security that's like 2 steps away, so he's not exactly too worried about this guy.
Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out, you stupid cunt! You open your mouth, you pay the fucking price.
The second video is where it gets even worse. Like I've seen Frenchie almost be glassed before, but this is like actually way worse than what happened in that situation.
You pay for a soda ticket. He's got a chair. The cunt's got a chair. The cunt's got a chair. Get the fuck out of here.
In just a bit. Where is it? Oh, here it is. That's the first shot, but it gets so much worse. The second one is so much worse. Watch this dodge that's about to come up. It's fucking mental. Absolutely mental. We did a replay on that. Look at this. That is such a good dodge. Like, he's a bit of a mental case, but that was a good dodge. I can respect that dodge. I don't know what it is about Australian comedians, but all of them seem to, like, be absolute, like, all of the young dudes who, like, are on like, social media as well, are absolute mental cases. I think the only one who's got, like, his head remotely screwed on straight is, like, Luke Kidgel. But Luke's online presence and his comedy presence are very different. Like, I was so surprised when I went and saw, like, Luke Kidgel live, because online, he's, like, a pretty tame, like, his whole, like, meme is that he's, like, the whitest person on the planet. He's just, like, the most generic white dude you'll ever see. You go to one of his shows, though, and holy shit, you get a different impression of him. Lewis Spears, you know, obviously trolls the entire world media. Frenchie is, like, absolutely fucking cooked all the time. Shooter Williamson, mental case. I don't know what it is about Australian comedy. I love it. It's such a different comedy scene than you get in any other country, and I adore it. Obviously, you have, like, the very mainstream tame comedians. A lot of the older guys are, like, pretty boring, but, like, the young crop we're getting is, like, the guys around my age. Yeah, they're a bit cooked, to say the least. Oh my god. I didn't get a chance to go see Luke Kidgel's latest show because I forgot it was on, and all 3 of the Adelaide shows sold out because it's the first time he's been allowed to do shows in Adelaide for about a year. So about a year and a half, I think. So when that went what's the word? When it happened, yeah, it sold out insanely quick. Wait, Alex Williamson was in... He was in Red Dog? Hold up. Wait. Oh. Okay. I did not know he was in Red Dog. That's cool. Huh. Okay, sure. Whatever. God. Australian comedians, that's what I gotta say. Australian comedians are mental. But they're fun. They're fun. And if you ever get a chance to go see any of them, go check them out. I highly, highly recommend it. I don't know if I have much else to really talk about, to be completely honest. I had planned stuff around Connor being here, so a lot of the topics I don't really think are going to be great to do by myself. Let's see if we have anything in the other listed topics. Let's see. No, they're old topics that I just haven't planned out new ones for, so that's good. I don't think I've ever done, like, I guess a post-guest sort of podcast. Usually I'll just end it off. The only reason I decided to continue is because, yeah, I did have that other little ones I didn't want to talk about. Oh, yeah. I've actually been looking at getting a new car. Very, very off topic for what I normally talk about on the podcast, but hey, we'll talk about cars for a bit and my very limited knowledge of them. So I don't know what the deal is, but for some reason, Mazda 3s are everywhere in Australia. Like, in all of Australia, there is currently 2,300 Mazda 3s for sale, which is a lot of Mazda 3s for Australia. Usually, if you pick a specific model like that, you're going to see, like, maybe 100 cars across the entire country. But let's go and set it to South Australia. There's 257 just in South Australia. And I don't know why, but there is a lot of, like, 2008 models for sale. Let's go set it to price low to high. 2009, 2008, 2004. Okay, that's one exception. 2005, also one exception. Okay, now, okay, there we go. 2007, 2004. I guess we're seeing a lot of 2004s as well now. It's changed a little bit. But this car, for some reason, is just everywhere on the market right now. Actually, no, I think the reason why we only saw the 2008s last time is because I set it to auto because, yeah, I can't drive manual. I don't know if I've said that before, but yeah, I can't drive manual. But I'm considering this being my next car. Right now, I'm driving a 2001 Holden Barina XC, but it's kind of falling apart. It's a bit of a shitbox, so I'm considering getting rid of it. I don't really have any requirement to buy a second hatchback, but a hatchback Mazda 3 like this wouldn't be the worst idea, to be honest. Hatchbacks are nice because they have a lot of space. You can fit a lot of it, a lot of shit into a hatchback. Like my Barina, I fit like a 1.5 meter desk into the Barina. I had to like scrunch up and basically put myself in a situation where if I crashed, I would break my neck, but it managed to fit nonetheless. Also, Mazda 3s have a lot of really nice nice stock colors. Like this is the same blue that my sister owns. But she has a sedan version rather than a hatchback version. And a lot of them seem to not even really have that many Ks on the clock. Like, this right here, 124,000 Ks. Like, what the hell? It's a, 17-year-old car. Or we have this one here. 104,000 Ks. Very tempting. 64,000 Ks. Why is that only at 64,000 Ks? It is silver, and I don't particularly want to buy a second silver car, but Mazda 3s are just a generally nice-looking car, to be completely honest. I know you can get them in a really nice red, I believe. But I'm thinking about getting rid of my current car and getting one of these. Maybe not a 2013 model, but like the 2013 model is pretty nice as well, to be honest. To be honest, it is a nice car, and it's not exactly outside of my price range. I don't plan to spend like a ton of money on a car. Like this is probably the most I would really ever go. Like 14 grand, really, realistically. Like I don't see any reason to spend any more on a car than that. Like sure, I could buy something, you know. I could buy something that came out this year, but really, does it matter that much? Like if you give a car like a little bit of runtime, it sort of usually it's going to knock out any of like the defects that exist right as the cars are actually being released. So a lot of the time you have things like recalls and stuff like that. And if you buy a car like a couple of years late, all of that stuff's going to be already dealt with. So maybe buying like a 2013 model wouldn't be that bad. Obviously, there's an exception. Like when you go and buy something like 20 years old like I have, you're going to have other problems there. But even so, this is certainly wouldn't be the worst thing to buy. Actually, because we're on the topic of cars, I'm gonna go and just search for every car in Australia. Let's go. Let's set it. Actually, we'll set it to South Australia, just so it's something I could potentially buy. And let's go and set the price. Oh, we'll go. No, sorry, we'll go price low to high. What is the cheapest car for sale? Mitsubishi Verada AKS Auto. That's $800 right there. How many Ks are on the clock? 327,000. But it's a car from 95 that's an auto, and it's $800. Wouldn't be the worst like first car to buy, like if you just like on your like P's or something. Oh my god, that's beautiful. What the hell? I love it. It's a 77 Volkswagen Golf. That is a shitbox. But it's a convertible. Wow, there are some really bad cars on here. Why is that? Okay. Why is a 2005 Elantra with 141,000 Ks on the clock $1,100? And it's an auto. There's something wrong with this car. There's something seriously wrong with it. Wait, do I know the person who owns this car? Hold up. I think I know who owns that car. Oh, God. Ooh, 98 Impreza. 455,000 Ks. That's a little iffy. That's to the point where you're like, okay, I think I gotta like replace the motor, but like the body's in a okay, no, it's not in a decent condition. Ignore everything I said. The paint's in a relatively decent condition for something that old with that many Ks. It's not all just completely picking off. Unlike my car, where the paint is actually chipping on the roof. Find a Get 2002. There's actually some surprisingly good cars in here. Oh, surprisingly not shit cars. I can't tell they're good without actually driving it, obviously. But yeah, surprisingly not shit. Let's go the other way. Let's go price high to low. 2004 Koei. I don't know how to say that name. Whatever this name is. 606 kilometers. 606 kilometers. Okay. So it basically just drove off the lot. 1.88888 million. Or we want to buy a Lamborghini Aventador for 800,000. That's not as bad. Wait, why is this car looks like garbage? It's a Rolls Royce, but the interior is all like wood paneling. That looks ugly. Why would you spend $700,000 on that when you can spend $690,000 on a 2019 Porsche 911? I'm just looking at cars that are... Sorry, what? Hold up. 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 This is not a street car. What? Yeah, this is not a... This is... That is... Oh, no, that's actually a V8 supercar. Okay, someone's selling the 2000... A 2000 Holden Commodore that was from the V8 supercar series. Okay. Oh, wait, hold up. Is that... Oh, that's Russell Ingall's car. Oh, now I'm interested. I don't have $600,000, but it is Russell Ingall's car, and that is slightly tempting. How about some Ferraris? Why am I just looking at cars? I'm sure this is really interesting for you guys listening to the audio, where you can't actually see anything. Go look up Russell Ingall. He's a cool dude. I have a hat signed by him. I don't know where it is, though. I hope I didn't throw it away at some point, because it's probably a very expensive hat now. Yeah. Oh, God. What can we talk about? We've got 9.5 minutes. I want to stretch it out for. We're not going to stretch it out if I don't need to, but I'll talk for another 9.5 minutes, and then I'll go record more videos. Yeah. I'm going to be recording too long today. But, that's actually one thing I can talk about. So, I didn't work yesterday, and I didn't work today. And what this means is that my week is very, like, front-loaded. So, I've got 4 videos already planned. It's Tuesday right now. 4 videos already planned. I've obviously recorded the podcast, usually not done till the end of the week. I have got all of my thumbnails done, except one new one that I want to throw in there. Like, I didn't have the signal stuff there before, which I'm gonna hop onto because that's gonna be awesome to talk about. And by the end of tonight, I'm gonna have 2 more videos planned out. The last thumbnail done, 4 videos edited. Probably gonna edit the podcast and the clips, and we'll be done by Tuesday. Which is like fucking crazy. I think I've got a new idea for the way that I can restructure my week. What I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to plan my videos on Monday. I think that's what does it, where it just like completely like evolves my week, I guess we can put it. It completely revolutionizes my scheduling. So I would previously leave my planning till the end of the week, where it felt like I was always rushing to get stuff done. which isn't a great feeling. I like to just be able to sort of, because towards the end of the week, I want to just like be sort of coming down, starting to chill towards the end of the week, go into the weekend, be super chill then, not have to worry about anything, and be good. But because I was planning my stuff on Thursday, Friday, couldn't really do that. So what I'm thinking of doing instead, starting the week, rather than planning my thumbnails, which is what I do right now, Monday I'm going to just plan out videos, which gives me the longest time between the time I'm breaking and the time that I'm planning stuff out, so I can like sort of chill more later towards the week, because doing stuff like thumbnails, I can very easily do while doing other stuff, but when I'm planning out a video, I like to be very focused on like planning out the videos. Not to say that I'm gonna plan everything on Monday, but if I can make like a good chunk on the Monday, that's gonna make the rest of my week much more relaxing. I can, even if I get like 4 done on Monday, or even 3, that just means I have 3 less videos to do later in the week when I'm more worried about getting stuff done. Plus, now that I'm not doing clips on the gaming channel, it just gives me more time when I can just do stuff for myself. Because the problem I've had up until recently is just trying to find a way to balance my weeks where I get days off, but I also don't feel like I'm rushing to get everything done. And I think this is gonna be the best way to handle it, at least for now. If it ends up not being it, I think we can change stuff around very easily, but I think that going like this is going to be the best way to handle it, and hopefully that means that I'll just be able to have, if I need it, like more time to polish the videos, because that's the other thing. When I plan a video on Thursday, Friday, I'm probably going to be recording some of them like 2 days later, which isn't the best if I want to go back to it and be like, okay, maybe this part I should revise, maybe this part I should revise. By doing it as early as possible, I can then decide on Wednesday, Thursday, that I just then want to completely restructure everything and just be like, okay, well, I don't like the way I'm doing this. Maybe I should come at it from this angle instead. And I think that produces better content. Whether I really take advantage of that or not is a whole nother question, but if nothing else, it at least gives me time where I can just relax and just chill, basically. Which is important. Even though it may lead to me work. So yesterday I actually worked a 12-hour day. And today I'm probably going to work another 12-hour day. But if I get like 24 hours done at the start of the week and then the rest of my week is like half days, it still works out about the same. So I don't think it's that big of a deal, to be honest. I thought I would hate doing 12-hour days, but I realized that I've been doing 12-hour days for a while. It's just that I've been sort of structuring them poorly and not really making the most of my time. So now it's taking advantage of the waste of time that I was already doing and just making it so it's less of a waste of time and potentially going to get more work actually done. Or at least more work done in a more efficient way. Oh, the other thing about doing the videos early is it means that I have better, I guess a better room, or more room would be better for it, more room to actually put the podcast where I want it to put it. I want to put it. Because now that I'm doing a live stream on Thursday, which is usually when I would do the podcast, and also plan out videos and other stuff, it's just like a lot of stuff being done on that day. So this just gives me, it's allowing me to expand my week while also compressing it, if that makes any sense. I expand it into the time I allow myself, but compress it from like the whole week, which was what was happening before. So yeah, I'm still messing with stuff and trying to make it happen, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm just making it work as it works, basically. I'm just looking at what's going on in like the cover picture for Dashcam Owners Australia here, and I noticed there's a some blue smoke, so that's someone who's obviously doing a gender reveal party. Actually, I wonder if we can find it. Dashcam Australia gender reveal. No, we're not finding it. That was clearly a gender reveal party. There's no other reason why you would have blue smoke like that. That is the only reason to do so. I'm not finding it though, sadly. Oh, this is a... Oh, so no, this is an American one. Okay. Wait. Oh no, this is... Holy shit. Okay, that's actually pretty bad. I don't care about that. I just want to see the picture. Apparently the car, like, burst in... This Queensland. Car is gonna burst into flames. Well, look, it's a boy. Crazy. Boom. Car's on fire now. I'm gonna... What is this? I'm gonna stop playing that just in case we see someone die. That would be bad. Not like I get money from this channel anyway, but... Yeah, just in case this channel ever does get monetized. I did not show someone die there. I think their car just lit on fire. Or at least their wheels lit on fire. Don't know if the rest of the car did. Hopefully not. That would be bad. Oh, lordy lord. Oh yeah. I think I mentioned this a bit last time, but I've noticed that the podcast is finally cracking some good numbers on the audio release. So this time, okay, let's see what we got for the most recent episode I did. That would have been 63. That's the one that came out most recently, I guess. Cool. Okay. So here's the graph. Back in March last year, getting like 3 or so views on the episode, maybe even 1 view, but it's picked up over time, and the latest episode we did, 56 views, and it's still got 2 days until we hit Thursday, where we do, like, I do stuff in weeks. Oh, it's 58 now, sorry. So I do stuff in weeks, and it's hit 58 views now. But over that week period, the other episodes have had 74 views. Oh, sorry. There's been extra... There's another one. Oh, God. There's another one in there. So, there's been an extra 90 views on all of my other stuff. Which is crazy. I honestly didn't expect this podcast to start, like, having a viewership. And it seems to have just suddenly gone parabolic for some reason. Where it's just like, oh yeah, we, like, slowly grow at a linear pace, and there's a whoop, just straight up. And crazy. Thank you guys. I appreciate it, and I don't know why people like this podcast, but hey, if people are enjoying this, I'm more than happy to keep doing them. There will be guests I bring on at some point. I don't know when, but they will happen when I decide to arrange someone, or when people I arrange decide to answer their emails and DMs. Maybe I just need to hit up someone who I've had on before, like Brian Jenks, who I know will come onto the podcast if I ask him to come on, rather than trying to find someone new who I have to do like a back and forth with and wait until they actually respond and all that jazz. Just get someone, get someone who wants to come on. But I don't know. I know this is going to be a shorter episode than we normally do, but I think that's where we're going to end it, to be honest, because I just didn't plan out topics to keep going solo. So I think that's going to be pretty much everything then. I already did the, I guess the half sign-off with Connor before, so I guess we'll do like the full sign-off now. If you want to go check out the audio release, that is available basically anywhere. If you go look up Tech Over Tea, it'll be on pretty much any podcast platform. The video release is available on YouTube and Odyssey if you'd prefer to watch it there. Go check out my main channel as well. That is Brodie Robertson, where I do planned out, I guess, Linuxy videos. People are enjoying them for some reason. My thumbnails are much better than they used to be. So go check that out if you like the Linux content. If you don't, then, I don't know, check out my gaming channel, where you can see me be really bad at Dead Cells and Crystar. And I'm almost done with Crystar, so there's going to be a new game that comes in soon. What it's going to be, I'm not too sure. Maybe it'll be Kingdom Hearts. Probably will be Kingdom Hearts, though. And, yeah, I would like to also thank my supporters. So a special thank you to Joachim, Donald, Logan, Michael, Andrew, Nathan, David, Will, Brennan, Chica Bento, Jamie Joseph, Josh, Mitchell, Peter D, Stephen Theroux, Tony Tushar, and all of my $2 supporters. You can check all that stuff out down below if you would like to support the content. I've also got my Discord, where I'm usually hanging out in there, so if you want to come ask me anything. I don't know what color the sky is. Don't ask me that. I'm going to tell you to piss off. Ask me something that I feel like answering that's actually like a question to me, or you just want to chat with the people who also hang out in the Discord. Some of them are some pretty weird units, but they're all cool dudes. So go to that if you want to. I think there's a link in the description. There should be. Yeah. That's pretty much everything for this. I'm going to go record my last video for today. I'm going to record my last video for today, which is going to be on the Audacity telemetry situation. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. Actually, no, the video is going to be out by the time this is out. So check out the main channel and you're going to go and see it there. So that's pretty much everything for me, and I'm out.